Hi, I'm Leslie Rohonczy. Welcome to Song Stories. This week I'm featuring a song called MOJO. There are lots of songs that have referenced the word mojo, whether it's losing your mojo or needing to get your mojo back. And for me, it sort of conjures up that whole Austin Powers thing, in my mind. But for me, mojo is really about inspiration, that creative slump, and not just musically either. Maybe you can relate. For me, it's when I find myself feeling kind of low and that negative self-talk starts to creep in. When we think about mojo, it has to do with good luck or charm or some kind of skill that seems to come from something magical or supernatural. It's that ability to sort of attract energy to us, whether that's love or power or luck or creativity. When my mojo decides to play hide and seek with me, it sort of feels like I'm out of alignment, like I'm just maybe slightly left of center, not quite in my body. It's weird. I feel kind of restless and paralyzed all at the same time. I think it helps to remember that this sort of motivation limitation is temporary. I remind myself that I'm a creative person. I think about the passion that I have for creativity, and I try to even get playful with it. Sometimes I find it helpful to work on something that's sort of on the edges or the periphery of my creativity. So for example, working on my music website or organizing my song files for the next album that's coming out soon. Even listening to past songs to remember what I'm grateful for in the way that those songs came about. I also find a change of scenery really helpful. And that could be in the physical space. I write in this creativity room, which I just love. I spend a lot of time here. Then, if I'm feeling stuck or I just need a change, I'll go and write in different rooms in the house. Or I'll go up to the cabin. A lot of my songs have come out of that little log cabin. But a change of scenery can also mean experimenting with, different music styles that I've never tried before, or topics that I've never written about before. Even writing a song on a different instrument. I usually use the piano, but the last time I was stuck, I picked up my ukulele and wrote on that, and it did the trick. I make it a practice to make the space for mojo to show up every single day. Whether it shows up or not, no judgment, but I make the space to make the habit. For the production notes on mojo, there's a B3 organ that I put into the intro, and Scott Walsh added a jangly guitar, which is really nice.
One of the guitar part ideas that we had for mojo was to incorporate this Batman riff that we had. What's something like this?
Some of the lines in this song we decided to emphasize to get the whole band doing them. So there's a lyric that says, "Too old for this shit." And so I wanted the whole band to do that, which is really cool. We have a loop of an army troop marching that we tucked into the mix in verse 2. I just love the way that sounds. Scott added some background vocals in the bridge, and this sort of came up organically as we were mixing the song and doing the production in the studio, and we just felt like we needed some kind of additional layer of coolness. So he added this really low sort of background ad-lib. It was inspired by that really low guy from ZZ Top. It's so present in the mix. At the end of the song, Scott and I are trading off riffs between the guitar and the sax, which I think is a really fun way to end the song. Here's Scott talking about that really cool bass riff.
We wanted to really keep that funk and that edge going, pushing it to the limit. So this kind of thing.
I also played a bunch of saxes on this song, and we supplemented those with some synthetic brass as well that I played on keyboard.
All this gold is sax and brass tracks, so we get 13 or 15 tracks.
Here's our drummer, Chris Houle, talking about the rhythm and the groove of mojo.
We're looking for the funk feeling, and I think we capture that. Just stuck with a basic funk kind of groove, and with some little shots in between to kind of accentuate some of the things in the verses. The chorus, I switched over to a kind of a ringy thing that I played on the bell of the ride cymbal. That kind of helps, break up some of that sonically in the chorus there as well. One of those situations where Leslie comes out once again from her limitless supply well of new creativity and material to work on. So it was a lot of fun, and looking forward to working on the next one too.
So here comes MOJO. Please leave me a comment, subscribe, and share with your circle. Thanks.